type of person I feel like if it was a good enough script and it absolutely called for it, like especially if it's a comedy, like I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like everybody's gonna see my junk. I'll warn my family so they don't have to see my junk, and then like do
Thank
it.
you.
And then that will just be that would just be that thing. But I think if it really brings home the story, like they have to really convince me that like this is an integral part of making this movie what it is. Not
Like
even
if I'm
successful, but just like telling the story. Then I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
like
I'll bite that
like
bullet.
in like in That's My Boy with Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler.
I was actually
Um,
going more. I was going more forgetting Sarah Marshall, right? Yeah, if
for
you've seen
what? Forgetting Sarah? Oh yeah,
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 forgetting
yeah,
Sarah
yeah.
Marshall, yeah, like so that actor Jason Segel, you see him in all of his glory, but it proves a point, he's at a really weird
a
low
point,
point in his
yeah.
life, he's
Oh,
ah, but
I'm sorry, you knew this conversation wasn't going to get done without a dick joke. Sorry.
I mean never mind. I'm not even gonna.
I'm real mature. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. But no, I mean, I just think that sometimes, that is the joke, or that is the moment, or that is the drama. Like something really happens that somebody's in that vulnerable state, and it tells the story, and I'm like, that's fine. We're all grown-ups. I mean, assumingly that you're not bringing your 5-year-old to movies with nudity, but
like
everybody's
assuming you're
different.
not going to Wolf of Wall Street with your grandma, Like,
Yeah, who would do that? That's just weird. I don't know anybody who would have attempted that. That's
let me tell you
crazy.
something. I didn't know that it was that raunchy. I didn't know it was that bad. Like I honestly didn't know. If I had known, I wouldn't have taken my grandma. And my grandma's the one who suggested it. She was gonna pay for it. Like, grandson, like let's go see a free movie with my grandma. It's fun. Was it fun? No. It was quite uncomfortable. Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. Like, once you get through, like, the first 30 minutes, and Leonardo DiCaprio snorts cocaine on that woman's butt crack, it's
Oh
like,
my god.
alright, we've reached the threshold. Nothing can quite disturb you at that level. Right, Phil?
Terrible.
Yeah,
Good talk,
absolutely,
buddy.
absolutely. I'm right there
Have you
for
seen
you.
that movie? Have you
Yeah.
seen that one?
Yeah, it's a great movie. I actually really like it.
It
Even though
is.
like
I do too.
Jordan Belfort is a complete piece of shit. Like it doesn't glorify him. Even though they cast him in the movie, he gets a cameo at the end, which is kind of weird. I'm like,
What's the
fucking.
cameo?
He's in the room in the very last scene before we go to credits. So he's in
Oh,
that
the
room
pencil
somewhere.
thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the
Yeah.
guy he tries to sell the pen to?
I don't think
That-
so. I don't quite remember, but he's there. And so like, whatever. Like he's a piece of shit, but like the movie like points out that he's a piece of shit, and then it also
Yeah.
shows you that like drugs are not awesome, which is weird because I
No.
think they are. They totally are. I mean, that's how you get through life. Kids do the drugs, and do them
do the
often.
drugs. Do some of that plant.
But clearly it
all
shows
the
that certain
plants.
people can't hang. And that happens. That happens.
I don't know how serious you are right now. I'm like, I don't know how to gauge it. Just gonna let him go with it. I'm not gonna judge him.
As I peddle
Would you like-
crack cocaine to children, yeah. Because
Oh my
that's,
God.
but you gotta start, like I said, you gotta start hard. You gotta start with heroin right out the gate. None of that pussy weed shit. None of that pussy weed shit. Just get it out of your system, and then you're ready to party.
Oh God! Did I tell you the plant thing is like something that's like when I was in high school, my best friend at the time was like the pot dealer at my school, and one time me and him were talking like in the hallway, and this kid from like Seahome, right, the rich kid school.
I've heard of it.
One of them in Michigan and in our area. Probably not the riches. Bloomfield's probably that one.
Right?
GC.
Yeah.
But this kid came up to us from Seahome, and he was like, are you the gentleman who well, he said gentleman. I wish I was making that up. It's too good to be real. You gentlemen, by any chance, happen to be what was it? Do you know where I can get some plant? And I was like, no, we don't know where you can get plant, but we damn well know where you can get pot. I mean, like,
Oh my god.
I didn't know what to do with it.
That's
I was
insane.
like,
Oh man.
whoa.
I just thought you were in the know about some like slang that I wasn't up on. I was like, okay, he knows about some punk rock shit that even I don't know about.
Oh my god, no. Plant is not something a weed person uses.
So it's kind of like
Let me
saying,
tell you.
are you on the marijuana? Like it's that bad?
It's kind of like something a really bad undercover cop would say.
Okay.
Like, hey kids, do you know where I can get the plant?
Trying to sound hip. Trying to sound cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And what's ironic to me about like even saying the word hip, it's like hip is not hip anymore. Like right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, it's not cool. You know, like, but we keep it. We keep it around.
Cop.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
Hey,
funny
I
because
know.
like one of my friends said, my friends who did deal pot, they were like, there's like words that they use that they were obviously trained to use,
Oh yeah.
and
That's
that's how
funny.
you know. That's how
Right.
you know.
That's so
And I
easy.
think hip, for a while, hip was one of those words.
Absolutely.
That was like, if they say that, they're narcs.
And you know it's weird. You'll see it in like movie reviews. Like this movie is smart, hip, whatever. And I'm like, what are you? Okay.
Were
Did you
born in
join the
60s?
21st century? Like,
Yeah. Were you born in the 60s and just decided to never leave?
if you are not singing "It's hip to be square," then I don't want to hear that word. Basically,
It's hip to be a square.
right? Because that's still dope to me, and I'll back that any day.
I haven't told you about American Psycho the musical, have I?
No. That
Do you
does.
know
I
that
have
story
heard of
that
it.
movie? Do you know the movie or the book at all?
I know the movie. I have not seen all of it, but I know the premise because I have a friend who like read the book, so I know it's like it deals with a lot with like misogyny and like dude getting naked with a chainsaw and killing women in this like lofty cabin, like a rich kid that's just rich guy that's really twisted into
Well,
sexual
and,
like murder stuff.
Do you mind if I spoil the ending, or are you like, I'm gonna get into this?
I feel like I'm going to see it because it's Christian Bale.
Well, the movie is definitely different from the musical and the book.
Okay.
But there's this whole premise. The whole idea of it is
It's whatever.
he's an
It's
American
forever
Psycho.
old.
Yeah. He's doing it all in his mind. Nobody's actually dying.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
that's like, yeah.
Okay, well that does tell me the whole movie, but that's like I said, whatever.
Well,
it's forever
I mean-
old. It is forever old.
Well,
whatever.
I think it'll be interesting to see how they interpret it in the movie, because they interpret it. It's like different on each of those mediums.
Sure.
It's very different in the musical.
Hey, if I can know that and still like be wowed by the story, then that means they did a good job. Because that happens sometimes.
It's about
a movie
the journey,
is
'cause
a movie is
you
just
don't-
like so classic that everybody tells you how it goes before you get to see it. But some of those are so magical, you could still enjoy it.
Yeah.
There are some movies where it fucking sucks to know the twist, but like there's
Yeah.
some movies that hold up even
Definitely.
still.
Yeah. So like the whole thing about, I saw the musical. I loved it. It closed very quickly. I saw it at least. I think I saw it 3 times, and at the end of Act 1, one of the people he kills. I won't tell you who, because that'll spoil a lot of the journey.
Okay, thank you.
He kills them while the song "Hip to Be Square" is playing in his apartment, and it's so like, whoa.
That's awesome. Only certain movies have gotten away with that.
Yeah, I like the musical. I think I haven't seen the movie, to be honest. I think I still have the. Do I still have the DVD? I do. Where's the book? That's a good question. Oh, they're both in the same place. I'm glad. But it's interesting because like the musical really does make it more comedic. So like it doesn't do what you would expect. Like they sort of use the whole thing of the character Patrick Bateman who can like narrate, and he's like, while he's killing people and all this stuff, he's like, whoa, wait, let me explain myself, and it's like, really? And like, so the show like stops, and he's like, whoa, wait, let me explain, and I guess I just found that really, honestly, very interesting from a storytelling perspective.
Sure.
And it's really.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Alright, for sure.
Cool.
So
yeah.
So basically, what you're telling me is that you could have shared that without spoiling the ending. That was really not relevant to explaining Hip to Be Square or any of that.
I'm sorry.
I'm just giving you a hard time because I can.
I felt like you were really upset with me when you waited for her to leave, and I was like, oh god, I just like, ruined another one of my friendships. Great.
over movie spoilers? No, it takes a little bit more than that. I have a friend. I won't name names. Amanda, who spoiled the end of the Harry Potter books for me. Like, I didn't read the books, I was just watching the movies, and she had read the books, and she was just like, so it like, spoiler alert, Harry Potter is, naming his children, blah, 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 or whatever, and I'm like, okay. So he lives. But, in fairness, in fairness, she did not ruin everything. Like, I don't know how it goes down.
Right.
I don't know who else makes it out or doesn't. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll still watch it eventually.